Okay. The internet can totally see me now. All right, I think we're live. Oh, wow, we are. Yes. Okay. I'm just checking if you're seeing this now. I'm just checking to see because I had to download this encoder, connect it to YouTube, and then set this entire thing up. It's a lot to go into just going on YouTube Live. I was so used to Facebook Live because it would just start. All I needed was my phone. Um, yeah, this is great. Okay, so wow, I wasn't expecting to actually have this be working now. But I'll just dive in and start this Serene Sundays because it says it's live. It says that people can see me. Um, so if you are watching here right now, welcome to Serene Sundays. I appreciate you working with me and sticking with me to get this working. I'm thrilled to be with you. Very, very happy to be with you on YouTube Live now. I believe it'll be a lot easier as we go forward, and I'll just get used to this technology, and it'll be great. So once again, welcome. My name is Kevin Carton. I am the Serenity Specialist, and today's topic on Serene Sundays is how to build great relationships. And if this is your first time on Serene Sundays, I want to welcome you. Serene Sundays is where I show you how to create peace, ease, and tranquility in your life by helping you master your emotions. And so today's topic, it may not seem of some way of becoming peaceful and serene, but I'm telling you, once you have great relationships, when you build these great relationships, it's, I would say, honestly, the deepest peace you can ever have. And so I'll dive right into some of the tools that I'll give you here. There's three tools, um, and they're just different uses in different ways. And so, tool number one to build great relationships. Well, before I actually dive into that, they're coming. But so, uh, first, what relationships are we talking about? So great relationships only come, relationships with others, they only come when have a great relationship with yourself. And this is huge. And most people know that they have a person they can talk to themselves, that there's a self talk. So I kind of say, I'm sure you've heard of that before. And so, how to build a great relationship with yourself will then give you a foundation for having great relationships with others. And so the first two tools are actually tools you can use for yourself. How to build a great relationship with yourself. So tool number one is appraising yourself, giving yourself little wins. And you do that by just noticing the good that you do throughout your day. This could be something simple as, I ate a great meal, or I went on a walk, or I woke up today and brushed my teeth. All these simple wins, and we each have our own paths, our own journeys. So wherever you are right now, even again, even waking up could be a win for you. But when you start to notice the things that you are doing well in your life, you start to build this internal relationship because most people have this kind of animosity towards themselves because they've wanted to accomplish something and they went for it, didn't accomplish it, and then beat themselves up for it because they didn't actually achieve what they set out to achieve. And this can be a real cycle of real hatefulness for ourselves. But so that's why this first tool is so important for you to use and utilize and just try out in your life and continue to use it. It's very, very simple. It can be done very quickly. A simple win for yourself. For example, like for me, I could easily say to myself, Kevin, good job. You went to yoga this morning. You got out of bed and you went to practice. And I feel a lot better. Not only by my body, but when I praise myself, I feel a lot better in my mind too. And you start to build a relationship with yourself because now you're noticing all the good that you do already. And so there's two things. For one, it's doing the good deed, the good act, the good for yourself. And then the second thing is acknowledging it. Because most of us that we do something great, but then we shrug it off and we're like, it was nothing. Meh. But no, it was great. It was something amazing. Some people are not going to do anything for themselves this day, but not you. You're here, you're listening for one. I mean, give yourself a win for that, for looking to expand and grow as a human being. So, noticing that first is tool number one, noticing a win. And number two now is then actually going to set goals for yourself, even just daily, even something simple for your day, and setting goals so that you can then achieve them and trust yourself that you can actually do what you said you're going to do. Because most of us have had in our past, and I know for sure I've had, something where I say, like, all right, I'm going to do this today. I know I'm going to get this done. And then I don't do it. That sets up a lot of distrust internally. It's like, oh, I said I was going to do this and then I didn't. So what makes me think that I'm going to do it again? Actually accomplish this other thing that I'm going to set for myself. So it starts with little things. Like, for example, you could set for yourself saying, I am going to cook myself a healthy meal tonight, a beautiful dinner. Or you can say, I mentioned walks. Maybe if you haven't taken a walk today, go on a walk, move your body, or even just meditate, or whatever it is for you, whatever speaks to you that is going to bring you back to your center, going to be something expansive for you and build you as a person. Set that for yourself, and then go do it. And when you accomplish it, then go back to tool number one and say, hey, good job. It's kind of a cycle. But tool number two is setting something outside of yourself. So setting something for yourself and then accomplishing it, because then that builds up a trust, a kind of level of I can do this, and I can believe in myself because I said I did what I said I was going to do. Some people call us walking the talk, So those two tools you can use over and over and over again, and they're very simple, very, very simple. And I encourage you to take a beginner's mind to this, because I'm sure that you've heard this before of some sort, that you can praise yourself and it feel, you'd grow by it, and that it'd be better for your mental health, better for yourself just in general in your life, and better for others, for you being in this higher state. But how well are you using this? If you've known it or known about it, then how well are you using this? Because that is really the biggest thing. You can know about these things, but when you actually implement it in your life and you see the changes, that's when you know it. And that's when it really, truly becomes something that is transformative. And so those first tools are for you. Now you can use those tools for others as well, praising others for the good that they do. And this is the third thing. I don't really know if it's another tool, but it's something that you can use to expand the relationships that you have, to build greater relationships, and attract greater relationships into your life. Maybe you want to have a new best friend who really understands you, or you want to have a better relationship with your mom and dad, or you really, really want to make a great relationship with that special someone in your life. You could use the first two tools with these other people and build these great relationships. So for example, number one, praise. Praise actually has the word raise in it. So when you're praising someone, or praising yourself, you're raising the other person, you're raising yourself up. And so with that, in terms of other people, praising other people, it's amazing how powerful that is. And if you don't do anything from this video, if you don't take action in anything I've said, take action on this, because it is the most what's the word for it? Really, it's so humbling, I would say. It's very humbling to know that you have the power to improve someone's life simply by just noticing the good that they already are doing in their life. Because most people, they, like I said before, they do something that's great, but they don't acknowledge it. So help someone else out. let them know that they did something great. When you notice, like, oh, maybe someone opened the door for someone, let someone pass, or someone gave someone like a donation, like some money if they were short on change for something at the store. The good that people do often goes unnoticed. So when you notice the good that people are doing in their lives, they're like, wow, really? You noticed that? They may not use those specific words, but you can see it in their face. They're like, whoa, like this person noticed me. And then they then start to praise themselves because they're like, yeah, that was good. I did do a good job. And so by doing that, you're offering, such a beautiful gift for these people and for yourself because like I said, it's very humbling. And it's just amazing what can happen just by simple acts of kindness for noticing and praising someone for the good that they do. So that's tool number one. You can use it, for building greater relationships for others. And, I've been using examples for other people, like, someone at a store or someone opening a door. Well, what about the people in your lives? Like I said, if you want to build a greater relationship with your mom and dad, greater relationship with your spouse, your significant other, or with your brother, your sister, your friend, all these people, they do good things in their lives as well. So start praising them. Start noticing that in their lives because again, then they'll notice that in themselves and they'll start to praise themselves even more. And you'll have this beautiful interaction that will start to grow each other individually. And because of that, as you both grow, then you'll become closer because you have more connection and you understand each other more. And so, that one tool is amazing. Then the second tool you can use, with others is, setting goals together. Setting things, like I mentioned, an example you can do is, go and make yourself a great dinner. Make a great dinner with your mom or your dad or your significant other, your brother. I cook with my mom all the time, and it's beautiful because I love to actually cook the things like in a pan, add spices, add all these ingredients, and my mom loves to cut things up. She loves making that so that I can finish off the meal and so, to make a beautiful dinner for us. And so it's a great interaction. It's a great way to help each other out. And when we set out and say, all right, we're gonna do this, and then accomplish it, we both feel better. We both feel a lot more expanded, and it's building this greater connection between us. And so those two tools are powerful beyond your imagination. And I know that as you start to experiment with them and use them in your life, you're going to see that your relationships are really going to be great. And you're going to start building these greater relationships. But of course, number one, relationship with yourself, building that. And then number two, building that relationship with others by using those same two tools. So to recap, one, praise. Praise yourself, praise others. And then two, set some, quote unquote goals. Like, I guess a goal for, you can consider making dinner a goal. But it's something simple that you can do today and then go out and do so that when you do it and accomplish it, you can feel that you trust yourself. You can feel accomplished. You can feel expansive. Like I did this. And I know that as you do this, you'll become more peaceful because when you have confidence within yourself, when you have confidence in others, in the relationships that you have, there's a greater sense of ease because you're supported, not only by yourself, because you can support yourself when having a greater relationship with yourself. And when you have great relationships and you build these great relationships with others, it's so great. It's so amazing to experience, and you're both better by the process. And so that's it for this Serene Sundays. I thank you so much for coming on to this live video cast, and thank you so much for staying with me. For those who have tried to hop on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live just an hour ago, like I said, I had some technical difficulties. Now I think I got it working. I'm going to check after I stop this video, and we're going to have a lot more of these. And this is episode 7 of Serene Sundays. I'm going to go up to episode 10 for season 1, and I'll let you know a little bit more about that and what I plan next Sunday. And so I really hope that this lesson has impacted you. I really hope that you use the tools because that's really what will change your life, bring more peace into your life. And I appreciate you for being a part of this community of peace. I call it a community of peace because we're co-creating this together. Yes, I'm sharing the tools that I've learned, but you're also learning it. So let me know what what you learned from this. What is your biggest takeaway, and maybe what tool you're gonna use most, or maybe even let me know in the comments what you're gonna set out for yourself for today that you're gonna accomplish, and then trust yourself that you can accomplish it. And so I'll leave with that. Thank you so much once again for coming on to the Serene Sundays, and I will see you next week on Serene Sundays. Have a great week. Peace.